What problem are you ultimately trying to solve, and why does it matter to someone watching the evening weather report?
So we've entered kind of a new age of weather forecasting. We've had a long history, and I say we, the community has a long history of using computers to forecast the weather. It started way back in the 1950s with some of the first computers ever used, and we started weather forecasting with them. And the way we've done it historically, I'd say in the past, say maybe 10 or 15 years ago to 1950, was we had these physics equations that would solve how the weather moves. And you would take your current best guess of the atmosphere right now, like the weather over Salt Lake City right now is 87 degrees. And then we would take these physics equations and move how the weather would be in the future based on our knowledge of physics. But what's happened recently in the past 5 to 10 years is that AI and machine learning has opened up a new paradigm of weather forecasting. So we gave these AI and these AI machine learning models, it gave them the task of just watching weather. We have this long database of weather reality that, or a simulated past of all of weather that's ever occurred in a really long record called the ERA5 record. And so we told AI and machine learning to say, hey, watch a lot of these forecasts of the past and just learn how the weather moves. And what that really unlocked is now we don't have to use a giant supercomputer to run these weather forecasts. What's been happening recently by Google, NVIDIA, and much smaller companies out there is that they can run these AI weather forecasts in a matter of minutes on a modest laptop or a GPU, if people are familiar. So part of that new revolution of weather forecasting is something that I've been trying to bring to Tomorrow is how can we leverage these new AI forecasting techniques within Tomorrow, and how can we best leverage these fast, computationally efficient weather forecasts for our customers. And specifically trying to ingest something novel that Tomorrow's doing is we have our own data set that we've been collecting on orbit for about a year now. So how do we ingest those satellite data directly into the forecast in a fast time so that people can actually make actionable changes to those forecast decisions?
Yeah, it's so cool working at Tomorrow because we're doing two really interesting things. One, we have our own satellite constellation, right? So we're getting our own data, but speaking with other, in our science team and understanding how like data assimilation works now, which I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm also learning so much through the series. Um, we are also right how we're doing it, how we're assimilating the data, how we're creating models, how we're using AI is also different. So really, we're offering something that no one else has, which is not just because of our models, it's not just because of how we do data assimilation. It's also because of like the data we're feeding it,
Mm-hmm.
which is like super exciting. In the past year that we have this new access to our own data.